What's up, Nailistas? We are back with another video, and in today's video, we are going to be doing some press on tips. And yeah, these I don't know about these, yeah, but we're just gonna post this video. So hopefully you like them. If you don't, that's fine because I'm not a fan of all 10 fingers. So I'll let you know which ones I like and which ones I could have done better because that's how I'm going to get better and that's how you all going to get better. So I'm starting off by filing these tips, and these are some C curve full coverage. They're supposed to be 3XL, but I'm thinking they're more like a 2XL. They're pretty long, but I've seen longer tips. So um, they're not for anybody in particular. I'm just wanting to do some content for the festivities that are taking place this month. So I am going in with an 80/80 grit file, and I am mainly focusing on the side walls and the free edge of the nail, trying to bring the side walls in just a little more because, as we know with C-curve tips, if you don't really cut the C curve, they have a tendency to be bulky, and you can either cut them or you can file them down, what I'm doing here. So in this video, I won't be doing much editing. I won't be doing, like as far as my voiceover, I'm going to be talking through most of the video. So just make sure you keep your volume up so that way you can hear any important tips or any updates I may have. And I do have some good news. I may share it on this video. I think I am going to share it on this video. So just stay tuned, hold tight, and you don't want to miss it. So I'm just filing all 10 fingers, and I have this zoomed in because normally I'm zoomed out and you can't really see what I'm doing, but I want it to be zoomed in. That way my work can really be shown. I am out of frame in some instances, and I do apologize. Like I said, my camera was zoomed in, and then when I edited, it zoomed in even more. So, you know, but y'all get the main gist of what I'm doing. We're holding that file perpendicular at times. Other times it's like a 40-degree angle so we can kind of get underneath the nail. Just, file intently. It's the best way I can put it. File intently. So, like I said, I wanted the free edge to come in just a little more. So these tips kind of look ballerina. However, once I put the acrylic over the top, actually I do gel. I don't do acrylic on these. This is a gel set. I wanted to switch it up. But after I put the enhancement over the top, they do take back that square shape. If you like struggle with that like I do, like say if you want them to be ballerina like the tip, just take your tip in a little bit more because you're adding something on the top of it, so it's going to build. And in this clip, what I'm doing is placing my base coat gel on all 10 fingertips, and we're going to cure that for 60 seconds because whenever you're working with gel, you do want to apply a base coat. That's just standard because that helps with any lifting, and the base coat acts as an adhesive between the gel and the nail tip. So that is important. You don't need a whole lot. You just want full coverage over the nail, a nice thin even layer. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just making sure the sides are tapered in, or like, there's none dripping off the sides and things like that. So making sure that the dust is off of the nail. And yeah, so we're doing the same thing for these. And I really wish I could have just had that same taper shape. But like I said, I'm working on, now with acrylic I can get it. But with gel, polygel, polygel not so much. But hard UV gel is kind of tricky because it runs. The best advice that I can give for beginners with hard UV gel is to, and I'm probably talking really low, so let me get my microphone by my mouth. But the best advice that I have is just kind of start with the slip layer, like I'm doing right here in this clip, and then you can cure it, or you can just build on top of that. The slip layer is going to tell that other gel where to run. And see, as y'all saw here, I didn't cure it. I just went right in with my first layer. and I do believe I go in with a second layer after I cure. So you just want to work that gel side to side, try to feel it, make sure that, your workspace isn't hot because it'll make that gel run even quicker and you have to work quick. So it's been a minute since I've worked with UV gel. I practice a lot of acrylic and polygel looks and even gel polish. So I just wanted to practice my shaping for hard UV gel. So that way, I just stay on top of all the things that I do. Um, so yeah. And the color that I'm using, this is by Morovin, and it's a number, and I don't have that number. I do apologize. But I did get this off of Amazon, and it comes in a pack of five. It came with a clear, came with a white, came with two pinks, like a dark pink, a light pink, and then this kind of nude color. It looks orange in the container, but of course, once you lay it on the nail and after you cure it, it looks more nude, like a peachy nude. So it's a very beautiful color. I've worn it before. I love it. And I just like how light gel is. It's easier to file than acrylic. It's a great alternative to acrylic. So if you have a client that has damage to their nail, but they can still get an enhancement, like their nails are healing, or if they want to try something different, if they have their hands in water a lot, you know, this is a great alternative because gel just works better with water than acrylic. Acrylic tends to lift. Um, you know, if you constantly have your hands in water, which I do because I'm a nail tech, I'm always washing my hands, I'm always cleaning something. Plus, I'm a housewife, so I'm always doing dishes, laundry, washing. My hands are always in water. Um, so acrylic, it does okay with water, but they just have more of a tendency to lift, I've noticed. And I've worn a lot of acrylic, polygel, you name it. I've worn it pretty much when it comes to nails. So my hypothesis or my thesis about it is that gel works better. Gel products work better in water. Now, not shellac. I'm talking about hard gels. I'm talking about um, UV gel, such as this, and polygel. So those are some things that you can consider using. If your customers want to overlay, if they want a full set with the tips, if they want the nail formed out with like paper forms, you can do UV gel, polygel. Okay. So here I'm just making sure the sides are tapered, and I'm kind of struggling with that because I don't know if my room was just warm or if maybe it was the light that I was working under because I do work under an LED light. And I was working on some polygel earlier tonight, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning while I'm doing this voiceover, so I am tired, y'all. But the beat must go on. I wanted to get this content out because I am going to be busy. So, anyways, I was doing some polygel earlier this evening, and I noticed that my desk lamp was curing the polygel, at least the clear. It was getting hard as I was trying to, shape it and everything. So just be mindful of what kind of light you get. And this is just a regular desk lamp, like multi-purpose. But I did notice on the sticker after I purchased the lamp, it is an LED light. Um, if I have the light on for a while and I have gel polish on like a palette that I, use for a set, if I leave it there and the light's on, it'll cure it, but it won't like hard cure it, but it'll cure it enough to where it won't run. That makes sense. Like so it has some UV properties in that LED light. So here I'm just filling some of those lumps, trying to get that application as smooth as possible. Now you don't have to get it perfect because gel products are much easier to file than acrylic. It's softer than acrylic. However, it still get hard once you cure it. It's just not as rigid. It's not as, you know, It doesn't take as much effort to file. And when you're filing gel, I'm probably going to say this again once I get to my filing, but when you're filing gel, you do not want to use an 80/80 grit file. You want to use a less abrasive file. So more like a 100, 180, or even a 200, like a buffer. So because it's so easy to file this off, you don't want to use an abrasive file. I did like last week. I was using, yeah, last week I did some UV gel. I did some pink, and I did it on live actually. So that video is up. Y'all can check that out. I accidentally picked up an 80/80 grit file because I was tired, and I did create a crack on the side wall of that nail. So that's why, because you can definitely file away the gel on accident with more abrasive files and drill bits. So I'm just doing the same process for all 10 fingers. That's why I sped this up because it took me a while. I've never done UV hard gel on long nails like this. So I am like, this is very tedious. I would do medium to short, but long nails, I don't even think I would even bother with it. And then the shaping is very tedious. The shaping wasn't the problem with this set. Like, I actually got it, but it was just so tedious and time consuming. I would just, if somebody wanted long nails with UV gel, I would say no. I would do poly gel instead, just because the gel runs and you got more area, more surface to cover. So you would have to literally like shock cure or cure every nail because it's going to run, you know. Polygel, not so much. Polygel, some polygels are runnier than others, like your Beetles, and then your Savalind, and then Moroccan is pretty firm, and Macart is like the firmest that I've used. But the runniest of polygels is Beetles that I've used so far. And then what is it called? Is it Artisan? I have another polygel brand that I got off of Amazon, and it's pretty firm. I like it. You know, I like the Beetles too. Sometimes I want it to be a little softer, but these are polygels that I'm talking about, so not what I'm using here. But I did do a set earlier today with Beetles polygel, and I forgot how runny it can be. So with polygel, I could do a long set like this. I do them all the time with polygel, but I just wanted to see if the process was even worth it with UV gel, and I don't think so. Not with this long of a nail. Like maybe the traditional long nails, the regular long nails that seem to be short now because we have these 3XL nails and 4XL nails and 5, and you know, I would not do long nails with UV hard gel. I guess for more shorter sets, just because the shaping, you know. So yeah, I have some great news, you guys, and I'm sitting on it. But like I said, stay tuned to this video. I may let y'all know. I may just drop a video. So right here, what I'm doing, I'm moving the gel side to side. You can't really see, but you can see my hand motions just to make sure that that gel is even horizontally over the nail. That is a big thing with shaping, and not too many people talk about that. Maybe they don't struggle with it, but I used to struggle just like 6 months to a year ago. I still struggle with it, even though I was working in salons and stuff like that, with my nails being even horizontally over the nail. And it looks like the nail is just uneven and it looks like it's overfiled. And I know y'all are thinking, all you have to do is just file the high side. It's not that easy sometimes. You have to train your eye. But most of all, it's all in your application. If you lay your application bomb, Your filing is going to be easier, and then the outcome is just going to be better overall. So whether you're using hard UV gel, gel polish, acrylic, polygel, whatever you're using, okay, you just want to make sure that that nail, and that's what I'm doing right here in this clip. I'm showing you guys how to get that gel to lay as even as possible on both sides of the nail, like from sidewall to sidewall. So that way that nail isn't uneven or you have like a high side. And especially in my apex area, that's where the unevenness sometimes appear. And at the very free edge. I've learned ways on how to combat that. And that's just basically look at your nail from different angles. From the top, then you want to look at it from the free edge straight on, like eye level. You want to look at it from the client's view, and so on and so forth. Any angle that, you know, your client hand can bend, you want to look at those nails to make sure that you don't have any unevenness. All right? So, what am I doing here? I think I'm cleaning my brush, which isn't really necessary when you're doing UV gel. As long as you're still applying gel, you really don't have to clean your brush like as far as dipping it in any solution or alcohol. You just kind of want to wipe it on the sides of the container. I mean, if it start clumping up, if the products start clumping up in your brush, then sure, yeah. So I do have slip solution sitting on the side of me just in case, but I rarely used it for these layers. I just kept dipping my brush, and then wiping the excess off on the side of the container. So the gel container. So that's the good thing about gel. You really don't have to worry about mixing like with acrylic. It's already like all you have to do is just get it shaped and cure it, and then foul and buff. So if you are somebody that struggles with bead ratio with your acrylic and you feel like, acrylic won and you're defeated, try gel. You don't necessarily have to be just a natural nail artist. Some people are, but gel is a great alternative to acrylic. You know, I've worked in salons where, using acrylic was like frowned upon. I was still able to, but people didn't like it. They didn't like the smell of the monomer. So I just tried to push gel more than I did acrylic. And it really didn't work because people that are used to getting acrylic, they're adamant about it and they want it. And that's okay because you're paying. The customer knows what they want. But I'm the type of person that I like to push my clients to try new things. Not push them, but just kind of get them to try something. And if they're really like, no, 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 stop offering me gel, I'm like, okay, I'll back off. But yeah, Tabitha Scott Nails, she is like the bomb at laying gel. I see why she stopped laying acrylic and just started doing gel because she's good at it. And she is somebody to watch that, if you want to know like the ins and outs of gel because she uses it all the time, she is a good channel to watch for that. Tabitha Scott Nails. Shouts out to her. I like her. I like her channel. And she has a monotone, like not monotone, but she has like a deeper voice like me. So it's easy to listen to her talk. Her voice is very soothing. So yeah, I'm just using, and the brush that I'm actually using is a polygel brush. And I wanted to use a polygel brush just because it was already like seasoned for it. Some of my other brushes, I cleaned them, and what I would do is like to season them or prime them or however you want to put it. I would put them in base coat gel first, and then just kind of wipe it, like the excess off. I didn't feel like doing it, So I just went ahead and used the polygel brush, and it works just as well because it's still a gel brush. And I am actually right here, I am cleaning off the inhibition layer after I got the opacity that I want from the gel. Um, that pointer finger, I could have put another layer on there now that I'm looking on the camera, but I think I was over it. So I'm just taking my slip solution, or if you're using isopropyl alcohol, you want to at least use 50/50. But I think I got like 70% or 90% isopropyl alcohol. Either way, you can use that to clean the nail. I'm just using the brush. See, there you go, 91%. Ooh, wow, fancy. So it's 91% isopropyl alcohol. And that's just some rubbing alcohol that I got from Family Dollar. So it don't have to be nothing fancy. And actually, doing gel is more cost efficient. It's less expensive than buying most acrylics. You get more for your money. You get more of a profit. You know, most nail salons charge more for gel. I don't know why, but they do. And yeah, you just get more for your money, I guess. I don't know if you're one of those people that are, into that. Just kind of fun fact. Um, Gel goes a long way. You don't have to use a lot of it unless you're doing long nails like these. I did use a lot of my gel. This color is almost gone. I did use it before, and I'm just pressing those down. Little hint, if you're doing press-ons, try not to get the rubbing alcohol or the slip solution underneath the nail because it's going to make that tip separate from the sticky tack. So that's what I was doing with my palm. I was pressing the tip back down to the sticky tack because it was coming off. Especially that pinky, it kept coming off. So, good news alert. I want to talk about this. So, as of yesterday, I got great news that I will be back doing nails professionally on real people. And I am getting my own suite. Well, I've got my own suite, nail suite, and I will be doing nails, in my own area. It's Nailspiration. So that's whose name is on the lease. It's Nailspiration. So I'm excited. And my goal, like I have a 5-year plan, even though I feel like I could do it in less than 5 years. I just want to sit still for a while because this first 2 years have been hectic for me of being a nail tech. Um, and it'll be April. This coming up April will make 2 years that I've had my license. I got it last year in April. So it's closer to 2 years. I'll just say 2 years. However, I've been messing with enhancements and products since 2020 for enhancements. Uh, Doing natural nails, I've been doing those since I was a baby on myself. And then, like, my mom. So I will be in my own space and I'm excited. I want to say thank you to the YouTubers that have, you know, been thoughtful enough to show their nail suites. That really motivated me. That really, showed me that I can do it. It's scary going on your own. It is, but it's doable. All you have to do is just educate yourself. And I will be posting things. I will do a suite tour. I didn't want to like wait until I just up and posted a nail suite. I wanted you guys to know so you can expect that. And feel free to share my videos to y'all platforms. Y'all more than welcome to share them to your Facebooks or wherever you share videos to. I don't know if you can share on Twitter. I don't get on Twitter. I have a Twitter account, but Twitter is just like captions, like words. Instagram is just pictures. Like I do well on Facebook. where it's captions, pictures, and some of everything. So that's where a lot of my time goes to, other than YouTube. But yeah, I wanted to let y'all know. Um, if you want to write congratulations in this video, that'll let me know you made it to the halfway mark. And thank y'all in advance. It's been a long time coming. I know sometimes I get on these videos and I sound upset or I sound agitated, and that's because I am. Because things have happened to make my nail journey a unique one and a hard one at times, but I didn't give up and I'm not giving up. So if you are in my city and you're looking for a nail tech that is versatile and all of that, you want a good nail experience, you want the one on one, sweet experience versus, the sometimes busy and loud uh, traditional salons, come to me. Book me, give me a chance. Because a lot of people are enjoying the one on one nail tech concept. And I just have such positive vibes, like, and thoughts towards me taking this step. Um, I don't know what the future holds for me. I think eventually I'll probably get a bigger space and maybe still do it independently, maybe hire, not so much hire, but maybe do booth rent and have other licensed cosmetologists. Um, or I could get into the brick and mortar type thing and get a building and do, rent out suites as well, because that is where it's at. I didn't even know that my city had this many suites, and a lot of them just opened up last year. So when I was looking for nail suites 2 years ago, that's why we really didn't have a whole lot of options when it came to nail suites. And then even still, like, the old requirements for nail techs to be in suites was like strenuous in my state. Like they wanted you to have like this built-in ventilation system. But now they're being, more lax. Because I had to call the state myself and fact check. And then I went on the website, made sure the information that I was told was correct. I mean, as far as I could see on the website, I was told the correct information. And then I found this amazing suite where the owner even went behind me and fact checked. And she was just like, yeah, the information you gave me was correct. So she's willing to work with me. A lot of the suites in my city that I've talked to or even went on a tour, they were not willing to allow me to do acrylic. And I wasn't totally turned off by that, but I did feel some type of way and I didn't ignore that. I was just like, hairdressers do perms and stuff, but the state doesn't make them have ventilation systems for that. So, um, kudos to my state for, being more understanding of us nail techs. It was like we were held to a higher standard. I get it, the stuff that we use, like monomer, can be very toxic to the air economy in a space, especially a closed in space with no windows. So I will be getting the proper tools to keep my suite and my space, air fresh for myself and my clients. So I'm just excited, y'all. Like, I'm tired, so I sound like I have low energy because I do. Because it's 1 in the morning that I'm doing this voiceover. Hopefully, I can get this up by the morning, and I will be. But yeah, I just filed and buffed those. Same old, same old. And sorry that the camera's going crazy because I'm like dusting my hands. That's my dust collector, and it works pretty okay. It localizes the dust. I want one that actually sucks all that dust. See how all that dust is just sitting there? Now, granted, I was not fouling over my dust collector. So now we're going to go into the designing. And I did a very intricate design. I did some French tips, and y'all see. So I'm not the best at doing French tips because I try to draw them accurately, but I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot better. So that's why I wanted to practice it. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of French tip clients. And then the next thing that I want to work on is doing like the cut crease French, where it's actually in the design and not drawn on. So I'll be working on those too. So stay tuned for those videos. But yeah, so I'll be starting December 19th. Well, I'm having my grand opening. I just, you know, have like an open house, grand opening kind of thing where I'm not going to really be taking clients on the 19th unless you really, really need me to. But then just know that I'm going to have people like stopping by and saying hi, possibly. But the 20th, which is my birthday, woo woo, I'll be actually taking clients starting the 20th of this month. So I'm very excited, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm just thankful that I found what seems to be the best spot for me, the best choice for me. It's in a new like my city is still expanding. Um, Not that it isn't big, it's pretty big. My city has gotten big over the last 20, 25 years. It's always some construction somewhere, always some new building being put up, some new apartments being built. So it's in a really good, promising area too. Because I paid attention to that. Like there were some other ones that were in good traffic areas, but that doesn't mean people are stopping there because that plaza or that shopping center been there forever. People like new in this city. Like they like new. So there's like everything is new in this area. It's like a new community that's being built. And there's like banks and restaurants and clothing stores and car lots where, like big car. It's like new. Everything is new over there. So didn't even know that part of the city existed. Like I knew it existed, but I didn't know that they were, redeveloping over there. So it's in a good area. There's a lot that you can do, which means, if I have walk ins that come, you know, I don't know if I'm going to take walk ins. I want it to be appointment only. But if I have somebody that, like, hey, can you squeeze me in today? I really want to get my nails done. Well, I can tell them, hey, go to this restaurant over here, while you're waiting. You can go to such and such restaurant because there's a lot of new restaurants or good restaurants in the area. And they can go have them, a cocktail or a bite to eat or something while they're waiting. And that's very convenient, especially for his nail tech. So they don't have to leave the area, but, they can just be comfortable and wait, you know, for me to get done or, you know, things like that. So I like to pay attention to things like that, the area. And the other one that I looked at that was a runner up, only thing that, and I'm trying to make a sweater nail, but I should have done it white. I don't know why I put green over it. Me trying to be Christmassy. It just doesn't look right. This is one of the nails I'm kind of like, meh, but it's not the worst nail. I'm going to let y'all know the worst nail that I really just didn't care for. And I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. Or I made the lines too thick. I'll let y'all know. Anywho, but yeah, so the other place that I was looking at, she just absolutely positively did not want to compromise or list, even not even compromise. It wasn't even that. It was the fact that she just did not listen to me when I was trying to educate her or inform her that the rules have changed since last year. Um, and she should know that because she just opened this year. Actually, both places that I looked at opened just this year. So, you know, anyways, she was just like, I could barely get a word out. She's like, no, no, no. And I have other nail techs here and they're not doing acrylic and I'm not going to let you do acrylic because they're not doing acrylic. It's like, but you expect me to pay my rent. So, it's kind of not fair that you're telling somebody that they can't do something that's like 70 to 80% of their income. But you do what you want with your business. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just letting you know that that's not right. That's not, you know, it's not logical because I do a lot of acrylic nails. And even when I worked in salons and I was getting the salons clients, it was a lot of acrylic and dip. People love dip powder. So, and like I told her, I said, even if I did dip, the resin can have a strong smell, especially like if I did silk wraps. Not that I've done them, I haven't done those since I was in school, but the setting reason for the glue or whatever that we use, yeah, the glue, that reason they make it hard, like the finishing reason, that stuff is stronger than monomer. Whew. So I won't be. That's one thing I don't do. I know how to, I just don't because they don't really do silk wraps. Now they're good for fixing a nail, and especially if someone has like natural nails overlays. Silk wraps are good, or linen wraps are good for fixing cracks. If you know, you know. But they teach you that in nail school. Um, but yeah, so I'm very excited, and oh, I'm just excited. It's like the perfect space. I can decorate it, and trust me, y'all. Once I have it decorated, I will record. I guess I have to take my camera, make sure it is charged and everything, and has space on my memory card. I might just buy a new memory card, but yeah, I'll make sure I bring y'all along with the real camera, not my cell phone, but the real camera. I have a Sony camera, and I just don't like to use it. It's just the batteries. It seems like it eats up the batteries. So I'll get all of that squared away, and I'll make sure I bring y'all along with. Now I believe this is the nail. This is the thumb. Now the idea was very cute. The execution on some of them was meh. Because at this point I was just trying to get done. I was trying to do a really thin green trim, and y'all can't really see it on camera, or maybe you can, but that is like a winter green with silver glitter speckles. So it's very pretty. And maybe I should have just done a full nail or like a, I don't know. But it's just a practice set. So what I what I did wrong, and I'm watching myself back, I had way too much gel polish on my brush. I wanted that line to be as thin as possible. And in some spots I got it thin, and some spots I made it thick. Look at that. Look how I went over it. And I don't even think I cleaned it up. Did I clean it up? I tried to clean it up. Yeah, I cleaned it up. Okay. So yeah, I'm very excited. Now this nail. Idea was bomb. Execution, I give it a 5 out of 10, 50% for effort. So what I'm using here is a gel striping brush. And I probably should have just stuck with not the brush that comes with the gel striping brush. And y'all cannot see what I'm doing here. I need to adjust. Hold on one second. I'm going to edit this while I am talking to y'all. So, actually, no, I'm just going to keep going. Y'all don't need to see it. I made the line thick, so I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. And yeah, so we have the red, and we're striping with the red as well. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. I'm very excited. I can paint, or I can have them paint, like do an accent wall. But I'm thinking about not doing that. I don't know. My husband was just like, he's my business partner. He was just like, if you want them to paint, we can have them paint. If you want to just do the LED lights, and I'm thinking of going with the LED lights because me, I get tired real easily, like of the same seeing the same color. So I know that they sell like these stripping lights where you can change the colors of it. So I can like switch up the colors of my room just by the click of a button. So I gotta find some LED lights, and I think they're on Amazon. You know, I can like put the lights around my desk, have them behind my TV once I get it mounted on the wall in there, and I can just really have it like a really nice ambiance in there. So yeah, the idea was cute. Maybe I shouldn't have. I should have made the line thinner, and I probably shouldn't have did the striping on the French tip, I should have maybe took the green and put it through that gold to try to like cut down so much gold. It was just too thick. So I will try to do this look again before the month is up, and I don't know, maybe I'll foul some of those off and redo it. But the idea was very cute, very Christmassy. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all agree with me? Like that line is just too thick, or do you think it's cute? What is your favorite nail? Just let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you want more information, you can go on my Facebook, which I should have that posted down below in the description where my Facebook is. And I pretty much do the same thing over there. I do the nails, I do them in real time, I do it live. And I be having like different discussions about different life stuff while doing nails. It's kind of like, y'all know how men go to the barbershop and they have their barbershop conversations? Well, our equivalent to that is our beauticians and our nail techs. So I don't be talking about anything like, I steer away from politics, I steer away from, you know, things like that. But I like to talk about like life experiences and things that I've learned and stuff like that. So if you're one of those, you know, critical thinking type people, then come on, I think you'll enjoy the conversation. I'm starting to get more people interacting on my Facebook, so yeah. Um I need to check that email. I'm getting all types of notifications for emails. But yeah, so this is almost done. We have one more nail that we're going to get through here, and I'm starting it. Now, this nail is my favorite. This one in the pinky. So, can y'all guess what I'm doing? Probably not yet, because you're like, okay, you're doing a red line. You'll guess here in a second. Just fixing that red line. When you're doing straight lines, you want to make sure they're straight. So I probably should have used my longer striping brush, but it's okay. Got it pretty well with this one. Now, after this line, y'all should be able to see. Oh, what is that? Of course, it's a candy cane. And I wanted to do the straight candy cane lines. Y'all know, like the soft mints, soft peppermints. That's what I wanted to do because I love those. Those are yummy. So, yeah, that is what that is. But wait, there's more. We're going to top coat these, and I'm out of frame just a tad bit. But I really wanted y'all to zoom in because the line work, regardless to what the outcome was, the line work is there, y'all. So I'm confident in making lines on nails and doing different designs. That's why I practice. If you are somebody that, you know, you just like doing nails, or you're thinking about becoming a nail tech, or you are a nail tech and you're new, the best advice I can give y'all is just to practice. And that's what I do. I do it on camera, and that actually helps. Now, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have to go live and do it like I do, but try to record yourself because you're going to see your work and it helps you. That's why a lot of content creators' work gets so good because they're constantly making content and they're constantly watching it back because you have to in order to edit the video. So that's how I've gotten better. Like I'm telling y'all, I might upload some of my older videos just so y'all can see the growth. They're on Facebook. However, y'all would have to scroll forever to get to them. So, because I post a lot over there, like almost daily. So I'm just gonna upload one. I'm gonna rewind it back for the one time. And I don't know, we can grade my old work together, but I've grown a lot. Just the shaping, the designs, everything. It just gets better with time. You just have to put the work into practice. So we're curing. Are we curing? No. We're getting some stuff together. Yeah, we're gonna make it a sugar peppermint nail. I have this white glitter right here. This is like kind of iridescent, not too much. I got it from Family Dollar for like $3, $2. And it's a lot of it in this tall tube. So cut corners, save some money. You don't have to use like a special glitter. Like glitter is glitter, you know? So my suggestion is utilize your Dollar Tree, your Family Dollar. If they have glitter at Dollar Tree, I don't think I've ever seen glitter at Dollar Tree. And if I did, it wasn't there the next time I went. So it goes quick. But Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walmart even. I've gotten glitter from Walmart. Those places where you can get a bargain for your glitter or you can buy it in bulk, do so. Okay? Because that's like one of those staple things. Just a little bit of glitter goes a long way on a nail. Y'all, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. I'm trying to get to 200 before the end of the month. It's very, very, very doable. This is the last look at those nails. Y'all see that Mickey Mouse nail at the end? Look at that one. The pinky is my favorite. And not the thumb. Go over. Yeah, that one is so cute. I could have did all of them like that and been winning. So thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like on this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell post notification so you know every time that I drop a video so that you will be notified when Mary drops. Yes, I just said it in third person. All right, y'all. I'm so tired. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. And I'll see y'all with another video. And stay prayed up. Keep faith in God. Treat people right because that's a reflection of you. All right? It's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. That's what I'm going to leave y'all with. And until the next time, bye. Peace out.